This video is definitely going to change your life because what I'm going to tell you also changed mine. You were strong enough. It's not time for you to just be ready for whatever happens and, endure the pain, tolerate it. No, it's time for you to create. You could be the master of your fate or the captain of your soul, but you have to realize that life is coming from you, not at you. And that does take time. But once you understand it, you no longer will be a prey to things you were consuming. Remember, if your life is sad, that doesn't mean that you're sad. If your life is happy, that also doesn't mean that you're happy. It's just something that you were born with and it can end at any time. So get conscious to it and then control it as how you want it. From somebody who used to be always nagging about everything, complaining, whining, looking for excuses to be sad, just being a victim to everything that was happening. Like, if my day was going well, I was happy. If my day wasn't going well, I was sad. What kind of life is that? I'm gonna be at mercy of what life puts across my way. That way, I was being at mercy of what people were doing with me. And like, I was at mercy of things that I couldn't control, and I was allowing them to determine whether I should have been happy or sad. Like, all I was doing in life was just enduring pain, enduring things that I had no control on, and I was just, following whatever life was throwing at my way. But when I understood that, in fact, if we had to say that there's a dance floor and music playing and people dancing, I used to think that life was the dance, the music, the dance floor, everything, and I was the dancer, so that whatever life was throwing at me, I had to obey it and follow it. But now I understand that, in fact, I am the dance and life is the dancer. One day, I was reading the book called A New Earth by Eckhart Tolle. I came across this sentence: "You're the dance, and life is the dancer." Well, I had to read it twice, 3 times, 4 times to even understand what it's saying. But after 1 year of experience experimenting on my life and myself and overall, I found out that yes, in fact, life is always waiting for my permission to be happy, sad, fun, interesting, miraculous, or whatever. And I didn't know that. And of course, how would I know if I was just following whatever thing I was born with? It might sound interesting to you, but just like how we get our face, our body, our hair, whatever, or even illnesses from genetics, our DNA, we also get pains, traumas, regrets, sadness, whatever negative feeling you call or positive feelings through our genetics and our DNA. And DNA, well, good news is that you can change them for good. You can even overcome cancer. That's the good news. That in this video, we're gonna get to it. Now, I told you that you were born with that. If you today don't change yourself, if you today don't release those victim mindsets that have been given to you, that you were born with, and if you don't transmute them into love, peace, and joy, and not become someone confident and strong in terms of life and leading their life and, determining a happy song for their lives and not just living whatever they were born with, the generation coming after you will also have to go through the same thing. So now that you know this is your responsibility to be conscious of the orders that you're giving to your life, of the song that you're playing for your life to dance to. Because if your life is sad, it's not about the situation, it's not about the condition, it's not about the people in it. It's about you. And like, I know it might be easier to live a victim mindset, be like, it's that person's life, it's my ancestors' fault, I'm trying my best, still, life doesn't want me to be happy. Excuse me, did you even tell it to be happy? Like, it's not just about sitting down, meditating, my life is good, all is well, I'm a magnet, I am a magnet to goodness, everything, joy, love, whatever. It does. It is a part of it, but it's not the main. Like, just doing that, it's not gonna give you good things. Things you actually consume. such as things you listen to, things you talk about, things you look at, movies you watch, movies you whatever you do, events you give your attention to, even things you touch, things you smell, things you eat, many things that you consume mentally, physically, whateverly, they do affect your life. Like I can make an example for you. Once I was hanging out, we had a sleepover with with some of my friends, and we were five girls in that house. Guess what happened? One of my friends, the one that was interested in gore movies, dramatic, tragic movies, guess what happened to her? You paid attention. I said gore. She suddenly got hit in the wall or closet or something that was sharp on the top of her head, and it was bleeding non-stop and in a way that we all were scared. We were worried that, oh no, what if something happened to her head? But pay attention to the blood. And we were five girls. Between all of us, among these five girls, guess which one got this incident? The one who was watching so many gore movies. It's really important what you're consuming. If the things you're watching, things you're listening to, things you're talking about are not aligned with the life that you want to have, quit them. I don't care if you resonate with them, if they resonate with you or whatever. Yes, of course they would resonate with you because you're sad, because you're used to being sad. You have those genes. But you can change at any time. Watch, give your attention to things that you like. Watch movies that the actors in it, the characters in it are experiencing the life that you want to live. Don't just give your attention to things that you don't want and then nag and complain. Oh my god, my life is so sad. Oh my god, people betray me. Oh my god, why is life like this? What have I done to life? There is a quote that's really interesting and I love a lot that goes, the mind. That goes, you could be the master of your fate or you could be the captain of your soul. But you have to realize that life is coming from you, not at you. Like this, understanding this and getting conscious to this fact brings you so much freedom and so much control over your life. Look, it's not about controlling how people should treat you. It's not about controlling how life is gonna surprise you. It's about being conscious to what you've been telling to life. For example, if people are not respecting you, if you're not known as a respectful person, it's not because you're not respectful. It's because you were just not acting as one. Do you respect your own self? Do you have a good routine? Do you, when you have something to say, do you say it? Do you speak it? Do you speak things that should be spoken? Or do you just let them be here, bury them in yourself? Do you just not be confident? There was an experiment where some people were recorded with their own consent entering a mall. And then they recorded them, right? They showed the video to prisoners who had done crime and were criminals. You have no idea. They picked exactly the same people that they would prey on. They would catch and, attack. You know who? Those who were walking like this, not caring. But nobody even picked the ones that were walking confidently, looking confident, and radiating confidence. This says a lot. Look, our everyday routines, our everyday interactions, our everyday way of talking, walking, acting literally determines for our life how to dance. Are you walking confidently? Are you living confidently? When you open your eyes, when you wake up, what are you ready for? Are you ready for another boring day? Or are you ready for a day filled with miracles? A day filled with things that would level up your life, that would level up your whole self? What are you expecting? All of them are, whether you want it or not, consciously or unconsciously, determining how your life is going to be. You don't need people to respect you so that you feel respected. You don't need people to validate you so that you feel validated. You are confident, you believe in yourself because you ordered this to life by having good habits, by being careful about what you consume, by being careful about what you talk about. Because what I tell you is definitely gonna blow your mind, or maybe you already know it, but Newton and Einstein, these two, our favorite geniuses of history, have two different theories. Now, what if I tell you that you've been living what Newton had said, and you can now, from now on, be living what Einstein said? Now, let's see. Newton, what he says, the conclusion is going to be that life is what it is what it is, you can't do anything about it. If your life is sad, well, go cry. If your life is happy, lucky you. You were born rich, amazing. You weren't born rich, die unwealthy. But Einstein find this quantum physics, a whole new thing to science. Meaning that, for example, like, that we are all atoms, life is atoms, energy is atoms, I am atom, you're atom, this room is atom, whatever. Depending on the observer, the electrons of that atom change. Like, if I look at it, it's going to be a certain way. If you look at them, it's going to be a different way. So it shows that the perspective you have towards life, and depending on who you are, on where your energy is vibrating from, the electrons of an atom are going to change. So it's not your life that is sad, it's you that is sad and is radiating sadness and flowing sadness through life. If that was just an atom, well, okay. Life is too. The whole thing in life is too. So, depending on the observer and your perspective and how you determine the rhythm the rhythm for it to dance with, the electrons are going to be different. You definitely have noticed that there were people meeting with the same person, and the same person treated one of them really badly and the other really well. Well, it's not about that person. That person is not the issue. It's the two people. This one was ready to be treated badly. This one had a victim mindset. But this one was ready to be treated well and believed that they deserved to be well. And now that you know this, you should really be careful, because one of the tips that I actually recently found out, and I journaled it in my journal, was that, let me tell you, I said it like this: I let past stay in past, and I take the lessons and wisdom from it. I let future stay in future, and I take the inspirations from it. So I live the moment in the present moment, and I add the wisdom, lessons, and inspirations to it. Now, this is what I do. And now let's see what you or many people or the past version of me used to do. When I looked at past, I let the lessons and wisdom stay in past, and I took the depression and sadness from it, plus the regrets to the present moment. And then when I looked at future, I took the worry, anxiety, and stress that I had for it, and I brought that to the present moment. Now it was me with anxiety, sadness, depression, worry, and regret. Do you think my energy would be vibrating as this vibration? No, it would be at here. It is true, we are abundant in energy. We have infinite amounts of energy. But once the vibration is low, what is it going to do? It's not going to do anything. It's only going to bring me things that I brought to the present moment. But now what I told you, bringing wisdom and lessons from past and letting the sadness, the regret, the depression, whatever stay where they should be in, and bringing inspiration from future, now I am someone who has learned from her lessons, who is wise now because she took the lessons from the past, and now I get inspired from who I want to become, from the visions I have, from the goals that I have. Now, with inspiration and wisdom, oh dude, my energy is going to be on this level and this vibration. And you can too. You just need to be aware and conscious of the fact that, yes, You were living a miserable life. Your life was not miserable. You were living a miserable life. The more you be accountable and responsible from about the fact that yes, it was you. It has nothing to do with the ancestors. They tried their best. They did their best. From the information, with the information, the knowledge, the wisdom that they had then, that was the best they could do that brought you here. And I think that it's a blessing that now we can save ourselves and release the victim mindset that we have and transmute all of that into confidence, power, and all of that, and just walk the path that we want, walk towards things that we want. The more we expect life to surprise us with miracles, the more it will happen. And how are we gonna expect this? Not just gonna be sitting down like, hey life, surprise me with miracles. No, you should live as if it is like that. You shouldn't just be enduring pain or sadness. You should eventually, little by little, by consuming happy stuff, by consuming things you want to see more in your life, by getting more wisdom, by getting more knowledge, create and flow happiness, love, joy, and peace in your life. And of course, you can do it. I could do it. You can. Anyone else can. All it takes is just responsibility, accountability, and awareness on the fact that yes, you have this power. The more you be conscious about the old patterns that you had, the more you'll be able to release them and turn them into power and wisdom. In fact, there's a really beautiful quote that I don't remember precisely, but it is from Joe Dispenza, which he says that memories from the past that hold no feeling, no negativity, or no emotion are true wisdom. Look at things as they are. Look at things that they were as they were, not as how you felt. Just observe, and eventually you will gift yourself so much energy. You will gift yourself this vibration of energy. I'm sure that you got this, and know that this is a blessing that you are the one who is having such a responsibility, and the generation coming after you is definitely gonna thank you and is already grateful to you. So keep it up. I'm sure that you got this. Thank you so much for coming this far in this video. I believe in you, and I love you guys so much. See ya next time.